I don't know why we are being targeted and discriminated against before a fair trial. Our son deserves the same rights under the law that everyone is afforded to.
Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but is this not kind of like a bad look for black women? Now, for the record, I love black women, and black women love me. There's a lot of sexy single black women where I live, because all of the young black men are crashing out like Karmelo Anthony. They're all either in jail for murder, or they're 6 feet under because they got murdered by another young black man. So, needless to say, I be out here having a field day with these beautiful black queens. But anyways, the point that I'm trying to make here is that isn't Karmelo Anthony's mom kind of feeding into the angry black woman stereotypes? Because she is sitting here on national television acting irate, angry, and irrational, screaming and yelling at the audience who is tuned in to this press conference. And you really got to think about the circumstances here. You see, if Karmelo's mom had a son that got murdered, and then his murderer got out of jail like a week later and started selling t-shirts, then yeah, I would say go ahead and be as angry and as loud as you want. Go ahead and yell all day at the press conference because it's understandable. But that's not the case here. Karmelo's mother did not lose a son to a senseless murder. No, she's angry, irate, and yelling at everyone because her son is being held accountable for murdering a kid at a school track meet. Ladies, black ladies, do not allow this dry-headed, biscuit-headed bitch to represent y'all. Denounce her. Denounce this mentality. Separate yourself as far as you can from this ignorance. Okay? And look, I know I'm going to go to hell for this probably. But the whole time she was up there screaming and yelling and fake crying, the only thing I could think about was that one scene from the movie E.T. When E.T. comes out dressed in like a wig or something, tell me they don't look the same. Tell me they don't. Now I see a lot of people confused and they're questioning, why are Karmelo's parents even having these press conferences in the first place? Because it doesn't make sense. I cover true crime cases. A lot of you all watching this video, you've seen your fair share of true crime cases play out. We've never seen anything like this, where the family of the murderer is playing the victim and they're having press conferences every couple of days. But let me tell you what this press conference is really about. It's not about anything else other than, hey, we need more money. And I think that Karmelo's family, I don't think all of these decisions are being made by them. I think this little network of weirdos that is run by that baby beater, I think they're taking advantage of Karmelo's family. They're advising them to do stupid things that are making them look bad because they know it's giving this little network of weirdos that are exploiting this situation, it's giving them more publicity. So they are horribly advising the Karmelo Anthony family. And I don't want to put all the blame on them, although a lot of the blame is on them, because I know there's outside factors that have moved into this situation who are taking advantage of this situation simply because they want to cash in. And speaking of cash in, I see all of these people getting upset about Karmelo Anthony's fundraiser. Everyone's getting upset that he's getting so much money and he's getting so much support. Listen, stop wasting your time being so upset about that. I agree it's disgusting. I agree it's wrong. But getting angry about it is not how we combat this. If you see Karmelo getting all of this support because he murdered a white kid, what you need to do to respond to that is you need to show the Austin Metcalf family support. Show the people who are willing to take a stand for the Metcalf family support. Because there's not a lot of people out here that are willing to put their neck on the line, that are willing to put the truth out there. So instead of complaining and crying about the support Karmelo is getting, give that same support to Austin's family and the people who are standing up for Austin's family. People like me, and I'm not the only one. But you got to understand, when people like me speak out and speak the truth about this, it's not good for our careers. This isn't good for my career. I'm putting myself at risk, my safety at risk. People are putting their mental health at risk to take a stand for Austin Metcalf's family, so support them. And sure, you could donate. That's always greatly appreciated because these social media platforms do not like us talking about this stuff. So yeah, it's greatly appreciated if you send a super thanks or send a cash out. It's needed in these times. But your support does not have to be financial. That's where a lot of people get this wrong. Sure, financially supporting helps. But what matters the most is that you speak up. Don't allow people like me to stand out here or sit out here on an island by ourselves going up against the masses of crazy racist weirdos who are supporting Karmelo Anthony. Do not allow us to stand by ourselves. Be our rock. Be our shoulder to lean on. Open your mouth. Say something. I'm not telling anyone to go protest and riot. I'm not telling anyone to do something stupid. No, please don't. But at the very least, allow your voices to be heard. Because where we're at right now in America is a very dangerous place. We're in a place where people are literally deathly afraid to simply say that, hey, stabbing a child at a school track meet and killing them is wrong. That's where we're at in America, and that's a very dangerous place. A lot of people, they don't want to really register that in their mind. But we're in a place here in America where people are afraid of being labeled a bigot. They're afraid of being labeled a racist. They're afraid of losing their job. They're afraid of this. They're afraid of pushback simply because they don't support the senseless murder of kids at track meets. So it's important that you support not only Austin Metcalf's family, but the people who are taking a stand in this situation. Because this is much bigger than this case. People need to take a stand now and let their voices be heard. Not for you, not for me, not even necessarily for Austin Metcalf's family, but for future generations. You speaking up now and not being afraid to call out these issues now makes the world a safer place for your kids, the kids that you maybe haven't even had yet, your kids' kids, your kids' kids. Sitting by silently as the world goes down the drain and as evil people are the loudest voices on earth, sitting by quietly and allowing this to happen, that means that you're partially to blame for where society has gone. Because we shouldn't be here having this conversation right now. We really shouldn't be. I think it's kind of ridiculous that I've been sitting here. I've almost basically lost my voice talking about this case for the past couple of weeks. Because for some reason, we can't come to an agreement that kids shouldn't be murdered at track meets. So yeah, it's time. It's been past time for a lot of you all who are scared to say something. Let your voices be heard. Join the conversation. Stand on the side of what's right, not what's wrong. Don't be scared to stand on the side of what's right. No one should be scared to say that murdering a child at a track meet is wrong. They shouldn't. But that's where we're at. And I hope to change that. And I hope that you all can help me change that. So support the channel. Like the videos. Comment on the videos. Share the videos. And like I said, if you want to support financially, that's cool. And it's greatly appreciated. Cash App or Super Thanks. But it can't just stop there. We have to get to a point where people are just willing to tell the truth. Because the truth shall set you free. And if people are willing to tell the truth, it makes the world a better place, not just for me and you, but even for people like Karmelo and Karmelo's family. Horrible parents, by the way. I mean, now that I've seen the press conference, I can see their true character. And for some reason, Karmelo's dad thinks that he can just like put on a vest and a bow tie, and the world's gonna look at him like, oh man, such a great, great guy. Oh, never mind the fact that they raised the murderer. The guy's got on a bow tie. Clearly, he's a distinguished gentleman. Clearly, he's part of the upper echelon. It's like, dude looks like he's going to prom or something. This is not even the proper attire to wear to a press conference about your son murdering someone. You know what I mean? When I think of bow ties, I think of joyous occasions. Not, hey, let me put on my little bow tie so I can go out here and look like a fucking idiot while my wife lies and cries on camera about our son, the murderer. So yeah, I don't know. They think that this is a good look, but it makes them look ridiculous. And this choice of clothing, it's not the time. It's not the time and the place to be putting on your little bow tie and vest to go to the press conference about your murderer's son. You know what I mean? It really just makes it seem like you're a clown that's not even taking this seriously. And I know that he is taking this at least somewhat seriously, but I'm just saying the bow tie, it's not a good look. But you see, it's all about optics with these people. They think that putting on the glasses and the bow tie and the vest, they think it's going to send the world a message. And it doesn't really work on most civilized people. But it does work on these low IQ idiots who are supporting Karmelo. And they know that. They know that they don't have to cater to the entire world. They just have to cater to portions of their community, the most lowest, most racist, stupidest portions of their community. That's who they're trying to appeal to. So they know the bow tie and the glasses will make these people think that, oh man, this guy's like freaking a rocket scientist or something. This guy's like freaking Albert Einstein. Look at the glasses and the bow tie. But the most disgusting part of the press conference, it wasn't Austin's dad getting kicked out. It wasn't that Dominique baby beater guy lying his ass off 24/7 during the press conference. The most disgusting part was what Carmelo Anthony's mom said right here.
Whatever you think what happened between Karmelo and the Metcalf boys, my 3 younger...
The Metcalf boys. No. Say his name. It's Austin Metcalf. Which, by the way, Karmelo's family and the people representing him, they have yet to say Austin Metcalf's name right. They cannot say his name right for the life of them. But you see, she said Metcalf boys for a reason, folks. You want to know what that reason is? It's because she wants the fake rumors to continue spreading. She wants the fake rumors about the twins bullying Karmelo, even though we know that they didn't know each other. She wants those rumors to keep spreading because that's how they keep raising money for their family. They're not raising all of this money on Give, Send, Go because the truth is out there about what happened. Which a lot of these people, it's tribalism, they were going to donate regardless. They don't care. They'll support. Karmelo can go chop someone's head off in front of the world and they would still support it as long as the victim was white. So a lot of people were going to support anyway. But some people are supporting because they don't understand the real story. A lot of people still think that Karmelo was bullied. And that's why she said the Metcalf boys. Because she is trying to low-key insinuate, and trust me, I'm smart enough to peep this out. She's trying to insinuate that, oh, it was Karmelo against the twins. Karmelo was outnumbered. Feel for me, it's the Metcalf boys, right? There's been no official indication that there was any jumping, any bullying. None of the first-hand accounts that we've heard or seen so far say anything about Austin's brother also being involved in the altercation. Every report I've seen, including what Karmelo has said and what everyone has said about this case, is that this was between Karmelo and Austin. So her saying the Metcalf boys is her trying to keep those rumors that she knows are fake spreading. And you want to know the crazy part? You see, Karmelo's mom's last name is Hayes. And one of the main accounts over on Facebook that has been spreading all of these fake narratives about jumping and breaking phones at parties and stuff, one of these people that keep going viral sharing this fake news, their last name is Hayes. And I think I'm going to have to start doing some digging to see if they're related. Because I think there's a huge possibility here that some of these bad actors who are purposely spreading fake information, they're not just random racists online. No, I think some of these people are actually related to Karmelo's family. I think some of these people are directly related to Karmelo's mom. So she has people out here online purposely spreading lies for her. That's what it looks like. I think it's a huge coincidence that one of the main people, which I believe the FBI is already looking into, one of the main people, I don't want to say his full name and give him any clout, but his last name is Hayes. And so is Karmelo's mom. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but it's one hell of a coincidence, and I do think there's a connection there. So, a lot of people think, oh, it's just the internet running crazy with these rumors and stuff. No, Karmelo's family, knowing this stuff is fake, for a fact, they're still feeding into it because they still want that donation money coming in because it's quickly running out. They could sit here and lie to you all day and say, no, we didn't touch the donations. It's obvious that they started making financial decisions. They started making financial moves, buying things and getting things and doing things because they knew they had this money sitting there that they were about to be able to access, which now they're able to access after they made a big stink about, oh, we can't touch the money, when in reality, they can touch the money now. But you see, they're burning through it so quickly. They're burning through it so quickly that they need to replenish it. They already got a car. They already have plans to move into a new house. They already said they're going to hire security. And that's another crazy part about this whole press conference. The bold-faced lies, knowing that they're catering to a demographic of people who aren't going to read and do their own research. Because if you do, you would understand that Karmelo Anthony's family and their lawyer already announced their intentions to use this donation money in court. Now, because Karmelo is 17, there weren't cameras in court, but there were reporters there that have provided official transcripts of what went down in court. I already made videos going over this, but Karmelo's father in court literally stated that, hey, I can't use all of this donation money to bond my son out because we got to think about moving into a new secure house in a gated community. We got to hire security. We got to do these things. So it's crazy and wild and disgusting to me that Karmelo's family was saying that to the judge, thinking that that information wouldn't get out there. And then they go on this press conference and act like everyone's villains and they're everyone's bad people for suggesting that they're going to spend their donation money on a new house, car, and security, when they literally said that themselves in court. But they know that the people watching the press conference and the people donating to them are complete idiots that won't do 5 minutes of research and realize that. So that whole press conference is a complete lie. Them playing victims about, oh, they're lying about us using the Give, Send, Go money. All of that is a complete lie. Crocodile tears. Because they already announced their intentions. That's why I'm looking at everyone right now like all of y'all are complete idiots. People who think that, oh, wait, maybe we got this one wrong. I'm sorry, maybe we got this wrong. Maybe they weren't using the Give, Send, Go money. Yes, they were. Yes, they knew. They already announced their plans. Now, can they go lease a car? Can they go put a down payment on something knowing that they're going to pay it off in literally a day when the money clears? Yeah, duh. But people with common sense can understand that. People supporting Karmelo don't have common sense. And the ones that do have thrown common sense to the wind because they're narrow-minded, they have a personal bias in this story, and they don't want to hear anything else. So everyone's just playing stupid, or they are stupid. And that's frustrating. But hey, if people want to play stupid, fine. Don't think that people like me aren't going to call it out. But for now, you guys call it out down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all very soon in the next one.